When you've recently lost your spouse, an unending number of decisions need to be made while also dealing with the grief you are experiencing. These include funeral arrangements, the potential sale of the house, re-registering accounts into your name, and making decisions on how you will receive life insurance or investment account proceeds. While these decisions are overwhelming on their own, you may also be facing the potential loss of income from your spouse's death. Social Security is one source of income that can reduce the income gap you will experience, as survivor benefits may be available to you. Understanding the rules regarding survivor benefits can save you from costly mistakes and added stress when making your benefit elections. My name is Mike Heatwall, and I am the founder and CEO of the Dala Group, a wealth management firm focused on helping retirees. In this video, I will detail how Social Security survivor benefits work and the options available to you when filing after the death of your spouse. Before we get started, I want to note that I will be specifically focused on individuals nearing retirement age. So today, I will not be covering details about the Social Security benefits available to parents caring for minors after the loss of a spouse, or benefits for minor children of a parent who died. This topic is complex. My goal is to simplify this as much as possible by providing examples and scenarios throughout the video. Let's start with the basics. What is a survivor benefit? Social Security survivor benefits were created to provide retirement income to married or divorced individuals who have experienced the death of a spouse. And how do individuals qualify for survivor benefits? So you qualify for survivor benefits if you meet all the following requirements. You are 60 or older, you were married for at least 9 months before your spouse's death. In the case of an ex-spouse, you were married for at least 10 years before the divorce, and you didn't remarry before age 60. Please note, in the case of an ex-spouse, it does not matter whether they are remarried. Social Security only reviews your marital status when applying. Throughout the remainder of this video, I will be providing scenarios of couples who are married when a spouse dies. For divorced individuals who are watching, if you were married for at least 10 years and you did not remarry before age 60, each of these scenarios works the exact same way for you once your ex-spouse has died. Before we discuss survivor benefits in further detail, I want to make sure you understand one important point. You cannot collect both your survivor benefits and your own retirement benefits at the same time. You have to select which benefit you want to elect. This is a common question we receive, so I wanted to address it here before we moved on. To get started, let's look at how survivor benefits will be determined. The survivor benefit amount will depend on when your spouse died. For our purposes, we will split this into 3 separate scenarios. First scenario, Tom and Kathy had been married for 30 years. When he died, Tom was 62, and he had not filed for Social Security yet. Tom's monthly Social Security benefit at full retirement age of 67 was $2,500. Because Tom died before his full retirement age, the survivor benefit will be calculated using his work history. The survivor benefit is typically very close to the full retirement age benefit, which is $2,500. So let's look at scenario 2. So assume the same set of facts, except that Tom died at age 68 and had not yet filed. In this case, Kathy will receive an increased survivor benefit amount as credit is provided for the fact that Tom waited beyond full retirement age to file. Given that Tom's full retirement age was 67 and he died at age 68, his full retirement age benefit of $2,500 is increased to $2,700 due to the 8% annual increase for waiting. Finally, let's look at scenario 3. Let's assume the same set of facts, except that Tom died after he filed for his Social Security retirement benefits at age 72. In this case, Kathy will receive a survivor benefit equal to Tom's benefit amount upon his death. So note that Tom's age has no bearing on the survivor benefit in this scenario, as he had already filed for benefits. Once he files for benefits, the survivor benefit is determined strictly by what he was receiving when he died. So now that we know how to determine the full survivor benefit, let's discuss how the age at which Kathy applies affects it. If Kathy wants to receive her full survivor benefit amount, she must wait until her full retirement age of 67 to apply. If she files for survivor benefits earlier than age 67, her survivor benefit will be permanently reduced due to filing early. If she waits past her full retirement age, the survivor benefit does not increase as you would expect. So it does not make sense to wait beyond her full retirement age to apply for survivor benefits. Next, let's add one more variable to this equation. Now that we have determined the survivor benefit amount and how it is affected by Kathy's filing age, we will discuss the Social Security earnings limit. If Kathy chooses to apply for survivor benefits before her full retirement age of 67, she will be subject to the Social Security earnings limit. This means that if she is still working and has earned income above the limits set by Social Security, her survivor benefits will be reduced further. The limit in 2024 is $22,320, and it does change with inflation annually, so you will want to check ssa.gov for the latest limits. There are two important items to note here. One, the reduction in benefits is a 2-to-1 ratio. For every $2 you earn over the earnings limit, they will reduce your Social Security benefits by $1. 2. Once an individual reaches full retirement age, this earnings limit is no longer in place. They can collect their full Social Security benefits and there is no limit on their earnings. The earnings limitation is by far the most common issue we run into when working with a surviving spouse. It is common for individuals who lost their spouse to believe that once they reach age 60, they will be able to apply for Social Security survivor benefits to supplement their income while continuing to work. This often results in them showing up to a Social Security office in anticipation of filing, only to be sent back home disappointed. I have one more important item I want to discuss before we get to the final scenarios. Social Security allows surviving spouses to apply for their survivor benefits and then switch to their own retirement benefits in the future and vice versa. This is an interesting wrinkle to understand when applying, so I will show you what this looks like later in scenario 4. All right, now that we've discussed how to determine the survivor benefit, the effect on the benefit amount based on the age at which you file, and the earnings limit when filing early, let's tie it all together to ensure you fully understand how this works. In each scenario, we will assume that Kathy's full survivor benefit is $2,500 monthly, and her full retirement age benefit is $2,000 monthly, or $2,480 if she waits until age 70. Scenario 1. Kathy is 58. Kathy is not eligible to apply for her survivor benefits, which require her to be 60, or her retirement benefits, which require her to be 62. Scenario 2. Kathy is now 60. She is still working and makes $60,000 annually. Kathy is not eligible to apply for her survivor benefits due to her earnings, and also cannot apply for her retirement benefits as she is not age 62. Scenario 3. Kathy is 60. She is still working and makes $20,000 annually. Kathy is eligible to apply for her survivor benefits as her earnings are below the earned income limits. If she chooses to apply for her survivor benefit of $2,500, it will be reduced to approximately $1,750 due to her filing before full retirement age. Let's look at scenario 4. Kathy is 62. She is still working and makes $20,000 annually. Kathy is eligible to apply for her survivor benefits as her earnings are below the earned income limits. She is also eligible to apply for her own retirement benefit. So she has two options. Option 1, if Kathy chooses to apply for her survivor benefit of $2,500, it will be reduced to approximately $1,950 due to her filing before full retirement age. She can then wait until age 67 and switch to her benefit of $2,000, or she can wait until age 70 and switch to her increased benefit of $2,480. Option 2 for Kathy is she can choose to apply for her retirement benefits early. The $2,000 monthly will be reduced to $1,560 due to her filing before full retirement age. She can then wait until age 67 and switch to her survivor benefit of $2,500. Remember that it would not make sense for Kathy to wait any longer than age 67, as the survivor benefit does not grow past this age. Scenario 5. Kathy is 67. She is still working and makes $80,000 annually. As the earnings limits no longer apply, Kathy is eligible to apply for her survivor benefits or her own retirement benefits with no reductions. Given that her survivor benefit amount is $2,500, which is higher than both her full retirement age amount of $2,000 and her age 70 amount of $2,450, the only option that makes sense is to apply for her survivor benefit and continue to collect this amount for the remainder of her life. If you found this information helpful, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more financial insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.